Up next now, we have Fire Emblem, the Three Houses, Blue Lions NG Plus with DLC, being run by Greta Ice Vixen. And I believe that's all I have to say for now. We're a little bit behind on time now, so Greta, feel free to take it away, introduce your commentators, and start the run.
All right. Hi. My name's Greta, and I'm joined with my friends Razor and Sean. So you guys can say hi too.
Go ahead, Razor.
Hello, my name's Razor. Along with Greta, I helped actually route this run.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun run. You'll enjoy it.
What's up, guys? I'm Sparkle, or Sean, because that's what she just called me, so that's cool. Never actually done a speedrun of this game, but I'm well versed on the actual game. I mean, I can probably beat the first chapter on the hardest difficulty, so that should tell you just about how good I am at this. So yeah, there you go.
Probably.
Fantastic
I don't know for sure. Yeah, so we're doing this on New Game Plus, so we are going to use the file that I just used and say no to online, and when we say no, that's when time will start. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, so a lot of this game is like loading, as you can see here, but there's actually a good thing about this. If you saw, you might not have seen, but the file I used was actually saved under after battle instead of like the very final it's over thing, and that actually gives us a different loading screen that is faster, which it's weird oversight. I don't know how they did that, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I don't know. It saves a couple seconds each load, which is huge.
Yeah.
Pretty recent discovery too, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Correct.
Like a month
kinda,
ago?
Yeah.
Months ago? I don't know.
A few months.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'm good with that, because this game has a ton of loading.
It does. It does. So a lot of what she'll be doing early is there is a lot of menus early, but this being New Game Plus, we get a lot of the skills and support levels for different characters that we will be using throughout. As
Yeah,
well
so
as the
there's
DLC items.
a lot less RNG compared to like if we were not using New Game Plus.
Yes.
So why'd you pick the girl, Greta?
Wow, you see.
Female Violet, yes.
Yeah, we're actually going to be using a class that's gender locked in this, so we need to be female because otherwise we can't use the class. And the class lets us move a ton farther because we'll actually be on a flying unit, which obviously is fast, so that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, Pegasus Knights, really high movement, flying so they can fly over terrain and stuff, which is super good. And then they have high speed so they can double and avoid stuff. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, flying units in this game are broken.
Please give me a good level up. That was not good. Oh no. So we're pretty much focused on strength and speed for this. It should be okay unless it's like really bad, but I have an extra file in case it is.
Yeah, Violet's got around like what, 50% to get strength and speed?
Something like that.
Yeah.
50, 40?
Once she gets Pegasus Knight, probably higher, like way higher
and
speed,
then you have
right?
the class bonuses.
Yeah, yeah.
With the class bonus, I think it's close to 60% for the most of them.
Around there.
Which, when we say 60%, that's a percentage chance of you gaining a certain level in any stat. Well, in the strength stat, anyway.
Yeah, some stats don't really matter at all, like luck. That kind of just like is there to be there.
We primarily focus on just strength and speed, because speed affects our attack speed. And if you're at least 4 attack speed higher than the enemy unit, you will get a 2-shot hit instead of 1. Or in the case of a brave weapon, which we will use, which always 2 hits, you'll get 4 hits instead. And that becomes mandatory later in a certain fight.
Mm-hmm. Basically, the more damage we can do, the better, obviously. So that's what we're going to go for.
More damage equals more kill equals more fast. Go, go, go.
Exactly.
I hope you've had a chance to.
Alright, the door's open. These doors like to stay shut sometimes, and then you
They
just
do.
run into the door.
Have you met the folks from the...
So early on, you'll notice she's zooming in on the ground. This is to help prevent lag,
I appreciate your effort.
as a lot of the game has to load in sometimes throughout.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're focused zoomed in straight on the ground, you don't have to deal with that.
So you
Yeah, there's tons of NPCs all around, and like the world has to load in and stuff. So it's nice to alleviate some of that.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're picking the blue lions, as you saw, and it's also in the title. It's because it's objectively the best. But
I mean,
it is.
okay, so
It has
to
a
be
net,
fair, I
bro,
did
just-
start on Black Eagles, and I love Black Eagle, but they're all great.
Of course. We're still picking blue lions, though. Yeah, so we're mainly going to use Violet here and our house leader, Dimitri, because they're both really good. And a lot of the time they're required for the battles, so
Yeah,
we
that's a
need to
big
use them
thing.
anyway. Alright, I'm going to do a big menu here.
Yeah, this is where we get the DLC item known as the Chalice of Beginnings, which gives us immunity to the arrows when we're on the flying class, which is fantastic. Minimizes the damage we actually take, and it also allows us to retaliate from anywhere on the map, regardless.
Yeah. So archers in this game, like, they're a class that they have a lot of range because they get a bonus to it inherently. Like, the bow itself is 2 range, but the class itself gets +1 to the bow range, so they can attack from 3 spaces away. So if you have, like, a weapon that is just 2 range, like a javelin or something, you can't actually hit them back, which is really annoying. So something like the Chalice of Beginnings makes it really easy for that to not be a problem.
It really does. Also, this is going to be a lot of supports and skill levels, mostly to help gain certain abilities for our units that we will use later on. And we also put our support level for Lysithia, who is actually in the Golden Deer house early, allowing us to get her later, and she will be our warp unit, as she has the highest strength, well, highest magic in the game.
The highest mind strength. There you go.
She's insane.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run all the way over here to unlock this area so that we can warp to it later. So that's what that was for.
Yep.
Alright, the next big menu here is coming up in a second.
Lysithia
Hopefully
does work
we
out at the
will-
library.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get Lysithia. I don't really want to go run all the way over to her, because we have to have
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, it's kind of silly, like, it's an RNG chance for her to actually, like, want to join your class at, like, a time where it's fast. The game is weird about that.
Yeah, and we need her by chapter 3.
I know in casual playthroughs, that can take, like, forever for no reason. It's so
can.
bad.
Which is also why we set her support so high up.
Yeah.
That's fine. I am being unintelligent. These menus
Nonsense.
get really confusing sometimes.
There are so many skills, like, it's kind of crazy.
There
There's
are.
a lot to do.
So much. So you have Byleth, or I guess Daisy, and Dimitri fielded because you have to, but you also have Annette. Why is that, Greta?
Well, Annette, for this specifically, we're just gonna use her to finish off any stragglers. But in general, she's really good just as like support, so she's gonna rally a lot and make us a lot stronger.
She's also the
Rally's
best
giving
character
you
in
a
the game.
boost in any stat for the single turn.
Alright, we finally got strength. That's good.
That's good.
Oh, almost missed you. Okay. Good level again.
So,
Poor Ignatz. Outclassed.
Yeah, so none of these guys are actually dying right now. This is just like a practice thing, so they're okay.
For now.
so
Alright.
I must.
Yeah, so as you can see, we're gonna skip through like most of the cutscenes in this game. There's just a few that we can't skip. But I'm glad we can skip most of them because my hands would actually just be broken if I had to mash.
Yeah, this ain't a Pokemon game, so you're
Mashing.
fine.
It could be worse. You could be running black and white.
Yeah, we get to mash the plus button. Alright, I need my Cynthia soon. And I need to not skip over her on accident. Oh, I'm totally gonna miss him. There we go. I got stuck on the stairs.
So,
Yeah, it's slightly hard to see where you're going when you're staring into the ground.
It really is. That's the one downside to zooming in like that, but at the same time it's so much faster.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got your handy dandy mini map where like everything is just pale the whole time, so you can't really even see from that.
Very true.
Thanks for your help.
I feel like it would have been better if it had like outlines or something.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
If you don't,
Yeah, so normally if you were playing this game like casually, this is where you would be training everyone up. Oh hey, here's my Cynthia. I didn't say
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Yes.
Easy.
yeah, I bet this please.
Yeah, so like I said, my Cynthia, she is really good, and we're gonna use her to teleport around the map.
Because warp is broken.
Uh-huh.
It's so good. We can go over warp when we get to that point, which will actually be before too long.
Yeah. You'll see, warp is very good, because
Yes, it is, and we will use it a lot.
yeah, we have warp, and we have something called stride too, which increases our movement by a lot for that turn. And so we're just gonna fly through.
We utilize a lot of different gambits, or battalions as they're called, and a lot of warping to completely move all over the map really fast.
We
And
are
just
choosing this
grid.
game.
I'm not.
Alright, so in a second here, you're going to see that gender-locked class we were talking about. And you'll see how we just fly right to the boss. We're gonna do that on pretty much like every single map. We're just gonna fly to the boss.
Yo.
Yeah. Flying pony is very epic.
Thankfully,
Exactly.
most of the maps on this are simply just defeat the enemy commander and it's done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're playing
the
on
game's
normal
like-
difficulty, so it's normal, which means it's baby. Because this is a
Baby.
Nintendo game.
I started. This isn't. I'm certain.
It works for us.
And we do that because it's fast.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine trying this on Maddening. Yikes.
Yes, my maddening speedrun. Alright, here's our pony. It's
Yeah.
a good pony.
A new.
Yeah, Yeah, so you saw we picked normal. We also picked classic, which means if our units die, they're dead.
Getting that.
And you're about to see in a second here.
Yeah, we kind of like want that and stuff. It's pretty cool.
You're
Yup.
gonna see in a second here. Our friends are not gonna be doing so good in a second.
Like how you see all those characters in the cutscene. It's like you're not gonna see them soon. They're not gonna be in any more cutscenes after that one. They're all gone.
I'm not sure, Sandon. I'm not sure if anyone has done a Madden speedrun.
Maybe.
I mean, like just like
That
upload your
sounds
casual
so
playthrough.
hard.
It
Oh, yeah,
does
that's
sound
true.
really bad.
Dude, world record 73 hours 50 minutes. What? Crazy.
And if you do a Madden speedrun, you have to do it on New Game Plus. There's no way.
Is that the thing? Is that the one?
Oh, I got so
We
confused
should
for a
be buying a
second.
lot of weapons.
I'm good.
Is that the
Okay.
one? Is that
Because
the
my
thing?
mind was
Is
like,
that the one?
lances, Dimitri, but we're not using lances on him this
Nope.
time.
Stay focused.
Yeah, so
That's
we're
actually
going
about the
to...
normal casual playthrough. Is about 70
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you saw there, I just used auto battle, so the units moved for me. And we're just gonna have them charge on in, because they're charging to their dooms. Sad. But the reason we're doing that is just so we don't have to sit and like deselect them and pick out all their stats and everything. We're not gonna worry about them.
Yeah, like their education and everything, like their lives and like futures, like screw that. We don't want that. No.
Well, we'll put it that
Saves
way.
time. We don't have to deal with they're constantly wanting to learn and everything. Like, we don't have
Yeah.
to bother teaching them.
We don't care about Felix wanting to change from like focusing on swords to focusing on swords, but like better. Like he does that all the time.
Because he does actually do that.
Yeah.
Alright, so on this one, we're actually gonna use a new strat that saves like 10 seconds that somehow it took this long for everyone to realize. Basically, we are going to use the calendar to skip, which we already do, but we're going to use it while we're already exploring and save us a little bit of time, as you'll see.
That's the point, Josh. We don't have to celebrate them. We gotta skip over them entirely. We don't have that pop up during the menus.
Yeah, so here's me. I teleported over here to this quest, and I'm able to do that because I came over here earlier and unlocked it.
I have a
Oh,
favor to
Yuritsa.
ask.
What was
He's like,
that?
he's like 7 feet tall. That guy's giant.
The guy's so huge.
It's how, as when that.
Yeah, I won't spoil who he actually is. You'll have to
He's a
play
dude.
through Black Eagles.
Or you can use context clues in the Blue Lions.
Knew it.
Am I making
This is true.
So,
Foreshadowing.
as somebody who's never played a Fire Emblem game, I will admit 7 feet tall is really tall, especially for Japanese games. That's like
Exactly.
blowing my mind a little bit because I recently played Persona 5, and the pro tag in that game is like 5'9", and he stands like a head above like everybody else in that game. So,
Right?
all right,
Course, dude.
that's all I'll mention there.
Alright, someone look it up. How tall is Yuritsa?
He's probably
Well,
like
he's just
6'2". Or,
not,
like
yeah.
I made that up. I just said 7 because like it sounded funny.
I don't
He's
know,
probably like
actually.
6'2" or something.
Yeah, because I'm 5'8", dead average, and like, you know, I don't know. I found he was 5'9", and I was like, I could be that tall somewhere. No way.
That would be insane. Like,
I'll cut through.
I could see him being close to 6 feet.
Thank you.
Watch your rates so just be like 5'2".
Shorter than
what?
everybody else.
Uh-oh.
Wait, how did that?
What? How did
What?
it not kill? Okay, hold on. Wait, did I just
Um,
not read it properly? No, it missed an 83%.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, hit rates are really like even the fact that like they're better than what they seem because of the way the system works. It's still like, you know, some very
Yeah.
easy things could be just impossible.
That has never happened to me, ever.
Yeah, I've never seen that before, but that's the problem with them standing in a forest tile is they do get plus avoid.
Yep.
Yeah, terrain bonuses can be really, really bad for some parts of the run. For the enemy. The enemy.
That's weird.
6'4" according to the wiki. Dang.
6'4".
He's
Yeah,
on
it
his
is
way.
really tall. So one question did come into the chat, but what's the big difference between NG and NG Plus with this? I know
I'm
that
glad.
I've never played a Fire Emblem, but you know, not
Yeah,
sure if there's
so
the pieces.
There's a big difference. Basically, after you finish a file, you can decide to keep it and then make New Game Plus off of it, which keeps all the stats that you originally had on that file. And then at the very beginning of the game, you can just get them back. So that's what we're doing. We're just taking all our really good stats at the very beginning of the game and just having them. Which makes
Yes,
this really not anywhere near as RNG heavy or anything
No,
like
it's
that.
not. It's not. So we'll keep anything from skills to support levels with different units or characters. We'll keep all the battalions that we've gathered throughout the other runs.
Mhm.
Professor,
It literally breaks the game early and allows us to completely skip over what makes the new game runs a lot more RNG heavy and a lot more
Yeah.
time expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm moderately convinced they put that mechanic in just to like, well, if you want to play the other routes, just like, you know, yeah, have like a victory lap, have like a, you know, walk in the park. There you go. Have your story. No scary gameplay.
Balthus is 6. Okay, I can see Balthus actually being that tall.
Yeah, Baldus is pretty tall.
He's huge. And for those who don't know, Balthus is a DLC character along with Yuri, Constance, and Happy.
here
Which we
goes.
don't ever use in this because time
Stay
loss.
focused.
Yeah, we have to go
Either way,
and
out of
run.
the way.
Yeah, we have to go and run all the way down into like the
Much
for lack of a better, a basement,
Yep.
and go get them.
A really big basement.
A really big basement.
Such
More like an underground cavern.
Yeah, it's called Abyss. So
Yeah.
they're really good though,
Names,
because I
actually.
mean, you pay to win, I
Yeah,
guess.
you pay for them.
Sure.
Come on. They also come with new classes, which are all really good. So there you go.
Mhm.
They are extremely good, yes. And honestly, all 4 characters are very, very good. Very well balanced.
I
Happy would be the other person we'd use to warp, but it's faster to get Lysithia and skip over Happy entirely.
Yeah,
As much as I would love
there's
Happy.
four units that can also get warp,
Yes.
but we're using Lysithia.
You could use Manuela, Lawrence,
Linhardt.
Reinhardt.
Wait, Lawrence gets warp? Really?
Lawrence? No. I'm just- Wow.
Maybe we'll start with L, close enough.
Never mind me.
Wait, who Who is the actual person?
Linhart.
Linhart.
Oh, Linhart, right. Wait,
How did
Lawrence? When did he
watch that?
when did he
Wow.
get this buff? When did his head is like a patch happen or something? They buffed Lawrence? That would be
Can't believe
crazy.
I got that. Oh gosh.
I was like, I'm about to do a solo Lawrence run, dude. He's
Where
so
he warps
powerful.
himself.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he does make a good Dark Knight.
Yeah, we're gonna fight Lawrence later. You'll see. He's
Yes.
gonna get destroyed.
Rest in peace.
That's what he gets for not respecting women. But, you know, that's for
It's
later.
true. Yeah, he's a bit of a hothead.
So this chapter's pretty lame because you have to go all the way around to fight the actual boss.
Here goes.
And then you have good old Gilbert right here who just like does nothing. Or at least maybe on this difficulty, but on the harder difficulties he's just like a huge sponge to take hits pretty much.
Yeah, what was that about having to go around?
Stay focused.
You know, I was just talking from a casual perspective. I told you I never did a speedrun of this game, okay? I was just
Yeah.
like, it's dramatic irony, okay? There. Now you're like all just like, wow, ooh.
Yeah, so there's our first use of warp, which lets us pass this terrain that cannot be crossed. We crossed it.
Warp is fantastic, and warp is actually so it takes your magic stat and divides it by 3, and that's how many tiles you can warp a unit. Lysithea's
Lysithea is so
magic
good.
is 12, so we can automatically move a unit 4 spaces.
Well done. Apologies.
Yeah,
Which
so
we
this is
use
also
to our advantage.
our first fight against a monster. Which is why the Brave Bow lets us hit a lot and is good. So that's why I used it, because the monsters have shields that we have to break.
Yeah, the
And
game likes to throw
hitting
monster
things a
enemies
lot.
at you as like mini bosses and stuff in maps, and they can be pretty annoying because they're pretty slow to take down. But when you have to take them down, it's best to use weapons that hit a lot at once because their defense like gets nullified or something when you break one of their shields, so you can just like wallow on them.
You please.
And yeah, that
You want a
right
lot of
there,
them,
I
just
can't
use Marianne's.
skip that cutscene, so that's why I mashed through it.
Yeah, a lot of monsters is I think Marianne's.
Yeah,
What do you
it
call
is.
It's the Marianne's Paralog, and then there's also, you know, the chapter, the Geralt chapter.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but that one's only 4. That one's easy.
Is that was like 5?
I think it's is it 5? Wait,
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I've been playing Maddening so much. There's like 50.
It might be 5.
I think it's 5.
I think it is. Thinking about it, yeah.
Yeah, it's 5. We'll count. We'll be there in a second.
minute.
Do we know
Be
how to
there
count?
soon.
No, counting's hard.
All right, we're gonna become like Dora. We're gonna ask you guys to count. You can say it to your computer. How many monsters do you see?
Gotta
Just like 15 seconds of just the most awkward silence. Yeah, that's right.
You're encouraged to count out loud. Chat doesn't have the ability to count. They're a little bit slow on the
That's true.
uptake for the most part.
That's very true.
Very true.
Yeah, this right here is super short. Because we're just gonna pass one of those impassable walls again.
Thank you, Lysithea. You're amazing.
Super powdered donut to the rescue.
That night.
Here goes. Thank you. Leave it to
We
me.
actually passed 2 walls.
You
Impressive.
do.
Stay focused.
Because otherwise, in this map, you have to go all the way around, fighting all the enemies, have a key to open up this door, and then take him out.
Mm-hmm.
Why do that when we can just warp in and kill?
That's the real key to victory. Oh,
Or
anybody?
is he dead?
Wonderful.
Spoilers.
Alright, here is another cutscene that we can't skip, and our friend Flame here is also going to join us.
If enemy,
I eat that
I see.
And Flame we will actually use a bit.
because
I see.
Mm-hmm.
After
She's useful,
She is useful.
unlike in the actual game.
Yeah, it's pretty ironic.
Yeah,
Aren't
we're mainly
you
just going to
useful
use
as
her
a support unit?
for stride.
It's so funny
Yeah.
because like everyone's just like when they get Flame, it's like, oh, I love Flame. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, you can't. You're gonna stay on the bench. That's where you're gonna be playing. That'll be fine.
Pretty much. I love using her as like a dancer or any kind of utility unit, really.
Mm-hmm.
Also, she's a very good healer. Albeit not as good as Mercedes.
Who is dead? So she didn't heal very well.
She can't heal herself. That's the sad part.
She can though. When she heals other people, she heals herself too.
Yeah, that's like literally her signature ability. That's like
It is true.
that's the one character you could not have said that about. That's so funny.
And when all the others are dead, she can't.
I understand.
That's true.
Also, Mercedes is amazing.
Yeah, she's my favorite, and we have to kill her. It's very sad.
It is sad. I would have loved to have just kept her.
so,
But in the name of speed, we can't. Sad.
Don't worry.
See,
I'm routing Mercedes world record route right now as we speak.
All right, cool.
Heck yes, let's go.
Bonus run.
The bonus incentive.
I approve of this. Yes, they do have different plots. So you have Black Eagles, which is led by Edelgard. You have Golden Gear, who is also who's led by Claude. And then there's the Church route that starts off as Black Eagles and then splits off halfway through the run.
Oh, I realized what I just did. That is not good.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Yeah,
These might be in
so-
danger. Okay. Thank
Nah,
God
we're
for Divine
good.
Pulse.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
Divine
what I
Pulse.
just did.
Did we talk about that?
Oh no, we didn't. Hold on.
Oh, yeah,
First,
so there's
let's
this-
talk about.
Yeah.
All right, here. Let me talk about this one first. So, what happened there
black
was that I moved like really weirdly, and we have this thing called Canto, which lets us move again after we attack something. And so, since I moved weirdly, it used up the space that I could move, and that's why I got stuck there.
And she got unstuck by using Divine Pulse, which is a great mechanic. Because we're playing on a Nintendo game, obviously, so we can't be losing or anything. So it's a mechanic that lets us turn back time so that we can replay previous turns to fix stuff we didn't do right. So there you go.
And can also adjust RNG.
Here goes.
Fun
Yeah.
fact.
Let us away.
Yeah, hopefully we won't have to do that.
No, hopefully not. But it also means that any bad RNG that you may get, you can always turn around and Divine Pulse and hopefully get a different RNG seed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in older games, I would have had to like completely reset, and that would have been a problem. But we're good. Is this guy gonna die? Okay, we're good.
Claude is this guy now.
No, not that.
Dang.
I meant the random archer, not
Oh,
Claude.
okay. I went back to like check on the stream. I was like, I just see Claude. I'm like, wow, he's really falling off, hasn't he?
Raphael is still alive. Interesting.
Really, Eligard? Run away? Okay.
So,
I would have thought she would have gone right for you, but nope.
Who's the war criminal now?
No one yet.
Keyword yet.
Give it a minute.
I have.
I
Alright, so after that kind of complex battle, we have another pretty simple one here, which is good. It's kind of hard to mess up, but I can mess this one up. Hopefully I won't. I'm gonna try not to.
Yeah, thankfully that practice battle is super, well, kind of a practice battle, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, that chapter also has the units who die don't actually. They just are okay.
Yep. That's one of the rare chapters where nothing bad as far as your units can go ever happens.
Yeah, there's been a couple times I've had where my other units got targeted and just died, and they were okay, so...
But on that one, you literally have to clear the entire map, which is one of the rare maps where we have to do that. Which is why she moved over to the right to bait 2 units coming at her. And then she could take them on, otherwise they would go for the units in the back. And now's where we run into Tomas, or should I say Solon?
Who and who, essentially.
So Tomas was supposedly the librarian.
He's just a dude.
here goes.
He's like an NPC that you can talk to in like the monastery sections, but he's very easy to miss.
Let us away.
Yes,
You only
he
like
is.
really like.
Leave it to me.
It's only if you're like, well, I have to talk to everybody, even like the NPCs and stuff.
Yep.
That's the only reason you'd really talk to him ever.
Solon, you get more of a idea of who he is throughout this Black Eagles and especially
I
Um,
got crit, I guess.
ow. that would have
That
had to
has
have been
also
a crit.
never
There's
happened
no
to me
way.
before.
He is one of those bosses that has like 4 crit on you, and that's really stupid.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do.
I'll cut through.
We're going to attack with Dimitri to reset the RNG, and then hopefully that won't happen again. I prefer that
Stay
not to
focused.
happen.
Yeah, that was bizarre. Okay, that's fine.
Hopefully. Okay, we're good.
Another
24. Okay, that's fine. That's actually pretty solid at this point.
Yeah, we're good.
What do you say the benchmark strength and speed are for Pilot?
Like, at time skip, like 23, and then
Looks like
for strength. And speed, it should be fine, but
Yeah.
you did.
for later on, it needs to be 26, I think?
Yeah,
Alright, we're looking
26
good then.
strength is guaranteed to kill if you double up on Ladislava,
Hmm.
which means you need 25 speed to double hit.
Yeah.
And she's got 22, so that should be fine. We just need 3 more speed and 2 more strength is all.
Yeah, and if we don't get that and it becomes a problem, I have another file that we can use. Because I don't really feel like having my run die.
Yeah, no,
You
that would
know.
be bad.
Just, I don't really want that.
that's literally the biggest RNG throughout this entire run is get the strength and get the speed that you need.
Mm-hmm.
By,
Yeah, that's like the only thing we can't really control.
Yep. As by chapter 16. So it should be, like, that's usually more than fine.
You have a special night out with Dimitri.
Yeah, there's like this big ball thing that they throw.
You know, it's actually funny because like there's a forced cutscene anyway with Dimitri for like story and stuff, and then there's the actual cutscene that's like with your, you know, like your favorite unit for that run, and it's like if it's Dimitri again, it's like, oh hey, huh, good to see you again. Oh, that's weird.
Right, now here's the map with the monsters that we were talking about earlier.
Alright, time to start counting.
I don't know, can I actually do that?
I'm so nervous right now.
Much easier. Here goes.
I'm pretty sure it is, so I'm thinking about it.
Wait, what? Oh, why did I do that? That was weird. Okay.
Yeah, I had the sword on for so long.
Leave it to me. Well done.
Thankfully, these monsters only have 2 bars of health, as opposed to others that can have upwards of 3 or even 4.
Yeah, the later monsters and like boss monsters have really high health.
Yeah, they really do.
Are you okay? You're fine.
I'll cut through.
We must
Okay, so that's a speed at least.
thank you.
Wait, how many were there? Wait.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention, honestly.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Well,
that's 4.
Please don't kill me. Okay, we're fine. Wait, okay, we're fine.
Nope, that's 5 actually. That is 5. That's 5. That's right.
just we can't disappoint Dora. We need to do this.
Wait.
Our lives
wait.
depend on this.
Wait.
4 turns, actually pretty solid. And rip Gerald.
It's tough.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not Byleth in this situation. That would be rough.
Just don't be sad, bro.
Oh no. Yeah, so now we're gonna seek out revenge for like 2 chapters, and then that's it.
Yep. Which we'll actually use. So coming up here very shortly, we're going to use a battalion that you actually get by beating the Golden Deer route. And the reason we do that is because it gives you the highest strength boost out of all the battalions in the game.
Yeah,
Which
so
guarantees
if
you couple
you...
ranges.
Yeah, where it helps a lot. So if you wanted to get that, literally, you would have to... Okay, so you already have to set up this entire file with everyone's stats in this version, right? And then you have to go and do the entire Golden Deer just to get this one battalion, but it's way worth it.
It is. Because a lot, like any of the other battalions would not guarantee some of the ranges that we have here.
Yeah,
So
the
it
closest
wouldn't
thing is
guarantee
like the
one-shots.
keyhole or something.
Here
That's what I
goes.
used when I didn't have it.
Let us away.
Which it gets you can complete it without it, but it's extremely more RNG heavy. Like you have to get higher strength and speed.
Leave it
Yeah.
to me.
It's also like a result of the flying classes not being able to use grounded battalions. They have to use flying battalions because, you know, they can't fly over all the terrain with grounded units. So yeah, that's like how they tried to balance flying classes, like by limiting their battalion variety. But I mean, they're still, you know, just as busted as they always were in any other game.
Yeah. Because they have 8 base movement instead of 4. And they can move after any extra movement that they still have on top. So say you move 3 tiles, kill an enemy, you can still move the extra 5 after killing them. Along with mounted units, so cavalry. Any others, so grounded units, cannot. Their movement halts at that point. Also known as Canto, which is completely broken.
Mm-hmm.
And we use it a lot.
Should I make the same joke that's made in every single run? Well, you see, Violet there kind of dyed her hair green.
Super Saiyan 3!
Never gets old, except it has gotten old.
It has to be made at this point.
It's tradition.
It is. She dyed her hair to match that of Reyes.
Mm-hmm. What a fangirl.
Imagine being a Rhea fangirl. Oh my god.
I'd rather be a fangirl of Sophist. Oh wait.
Oh my god.
Well, we're
Oh my goddess. Haha. So, oh god.
This is getting terrible. Oh my god.
We've reached a new low.
I love it.
Yeah, our friend Sophis there is kind of a goddess. You know, it's just normal stuff.
She's doing her thing.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I have to do something important here. If you saw, we just got switched into the Enlightened One class, which I don't want. Because I can't
No
fly
flying
around.
pony.
Exactly.
No bueno.
what is I will.
And she moved Lysithea down there to start so that Lysithea can reach Byleth and then warp Byleth, dance Byleth over.
Stay focused.
Dance Gambit allowing you to move again,
Leave it to me. Thank you.
which we use a lot and have used actually up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so now here we take out the mysterious Flame Emperor.
I'm not
Close your eyes if you don't want to be spoiled.
Wonder who
It's
that
a
could be.
secret. No one knows.
Who knows? Oh wait, we'll find out later.
We'll find out right now if you don't close your
Yes, we
eyes.
will.
Just close your eyes for the rest of the game. Don't be spoiled.
Keep the stream open though, please.
What?
Don't close the stream. Alright, so now Sedith is also joining us. So that'll be fun. We're gonna keep him alive. Because he's useful.
Yes, he is. We actually have to have him over the last couple maps in the run.
Mm-hmm.
Because he automatically comes as a mounted unit using cavalry, allowing him to move further, which we use a lot.
Yeah, it's really weird because Sedith has Cavalier as one of his already cleared classes, but he has a Bane in riding for his talents or whatever. It's really weird.
Yeah.
It is
Works
kind
for
of
us,
bizarre.
though.
And he also has an extremely high base authority stat, allowing him to use a lot of different battalions that other units could not use.
Authoritative
to our
after
Bennett.
dead.
Why is this taking longer to load than normal? Yeah, I think, what is it, like a third of this run is just loading. It's very eventful.
I have a report.
Let us away. Much needed. Here goes.
I didn't know I could do that. Okay.
Stay focused.
Yeah, so I think this is the first time we're using an auto combat that isn't charged. So we're actually gonna do the complete opposite. We're gonna fall back. Because we don't want everyone to die. Which, there's a chance that they won't. I've forgotten sometimes, and it's worked out okay.
Report.
There's a chance, but it's not likely.
Oh, whoops. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, perfect. There's the 26. We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, just in time. Nice.
Send it.
Yeah, so we're at, like, it's not really the halfway point, but it's the halfway point. The game is kind of split into, like, two sections. So there's the one we just went through, and now we skipped 5 years ahead. And we're in, like, a complete war.
Yeah, this is known as post-time skip. Pre-time skip is what happens prior. So in
That's
the
what pre means.
aforementioned church route, that takes over post-time skip. So right
Yes.
here on the...
This isn't like any sort of One Piece time skip, is it? Or
We call it time skip because the game literally jumps 5 years into the future.
It skips time.
Future.
future, amazing. But do we have a minute to lay on some incentives and donos to people?
Mm-hmm.
We do.
Sweet. Yeah, so as everybody's expecting, this is the last run of today's portion of the marathon, but as that may be the case, we still have a few more runs coming in tomorrow. They're going to be hot, 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 as some people say, and we've got some donation incentives for those as well. So I just kind of want to plug all of those. So just to kind of give a brief overview, we've got one for Spiral 3 Reignited tomorrow for Spiral's Color, one for the Kingdom Hearts voice language, which is very hotly debated and very hotly incentivized with recent donations, as well as a Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Final Mix Dream of Bid War. And to say the least, we also have two donation incentives actually for Kingdom Hearts tomorrow. One for somebody to sing Go the Distance, which always touches my heart tomorrow. So we're about $35 into the $60 needed to get that incentive met. And for Kingdom Hearts 3, Swift will sing Let It Go during the cutscene. We're at about $12.50 for that $60 donation. I do not like Frozen, so let's not meet that donation. Actually, like,
Oh no.
I'm gonna go against the grain. I'll pay you to not donate towards that. How about that?
Internal
Like,
marathon sabotage.
Yeah, internal.
Get it
Yeah, yeah. If you want to spite me personally, go for it. I'll just dislike you and hate you forever. I've got a list, not like any sort of bad list, but that sort of thing. So those are the donations those are the incentives we got looking forward to tomorrow.
Oh my god.
But yeah, feel free to donate to whichever you like, not the Frozen one. But we'll go from there. Let's keep up the good run commentary, everyone.
To be fair, I preferred the second Frozen over the first.
Really?
I
thought
didn't see
people
the
hated
second
that
one.
movie. I don't know.
I haven't seen Frozen 1, and I never will. That's my one comment. Thanks. I appreciate it. I have a vendetta. It doesn't need to be explained, but that's all you need to know.
That's fair. That's fair.
Sometimes you just get it.
I've seen a lot of both of them because anytime I babysit my nieces, they love to put those movies on.
Professor?
I'm sorry for your loss. I don't know if that's the right term, but that's the last. That's my last comment on the subject.
I know, long as they're happy, it's fine.
No. Good for them. You, I'm sorry for.
Very fair.
I'm done until we're close to the end. I'm done. I'm sorry. It's late.
Is there a Frozen game? Can we get that for the next?
Stop.
There's got to be like this
Stop.
terrible Frozen game for like a
Stop.
3DS or something.
We don't need to give Disney ideas. Slow your roll. I don't care.
I'm sure there's like a mobile app
Yeah, that's true. Like a Disney Princess
where you
mobile
like
app.
spend all your money.
What if it's a
Probably.
gotcha?
Mommy,
Gotcha.
can I have your
fucking-
credit card?
I need that 5-star Elsa stat.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways. Yeah, so now that time has passed, all our units look different. So that's fun.
Report.
What's my strategy?
They all have unique outfits and stuff. It's very good.
Let's make this quick.
My orders.
Yeah, and Dimitri's also on a wyvern now, which is a pain. Don't do this in your casual run
No, don't.
because it's not gonna go well. He has a band and axes, and it takes forever, but it's really good.
Mostly because axes are like the strongest physical weapons in the
Yeah, they have
game.
the most might.
They hit really hard, but they're also rather heavy. So if you're going to use them, you want to have a unit that's already fast.
With it.
It's also nice for Dimitri because, like, if you've been paying attention, then like you'd notice that we haven't really been using Dimitri before time skip, but once it actually hit, he got like this huge stat buff because like the game changed his class and everything and like buffed his level, so he's actually like right on par with Byleth right now, which is pretty insane.
Yeah, Dimitri is gonna be really useful now until the end. He's actually gonna be the one who kills the boss at the very end.
Yep. We'll actually
Yeah.
main Dimitri for the rest of this run.
For the
'Cause
most
he's,
part, yeah.
'Cause
Mostly.
he's the coolest kid in town.
Exactly. And if you saw there, the objective for this map was actually to kill every single unit. But once you get into this little square here, it changes where you only have to kill this guy right here, Randolph. Which is good for us, because I don't want to kill everything.
Nope.
That takes a while.
She also dismounted Dimitri back there to avoid getting hit by the outrageous amount of archers in there that deal extra damage to flying units. So dismount, you're now no longer taking the extra damage, and he can survive.
Yeah, we don't want to die there.
No.
Because for pretty much, I think for every single map, it's like, or is it? I don't actually know on normal. I think actually, yeah. I know on casual it's if everything dies, but I'm pretty sure on classic it's if Byleth and or Dimitri die, then we
Correct.
lose. So we don't want that either.
Yep.
Mhm.
Neither can die. Which is... I mean, we don't want either of them to die anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, but still.
Professor.
So this map here is actually really cool because we're basically gonna chain our dances. So we're gonna like move Dimitri across the entire map.
Seems my
A map that otherwise took forever to get around.
Yeah.
The fact that we can one-turn this map is actually insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Kudos to Kirby for figuring... Oh, I don't know if it was Kirby or Claris who figured this.
It was one of them. They're both very good at this game. So,
Yes, they are. They are the reason why I've actually... Like, I never would have figured this one map out otherwise.
yeah, it's a lot.
There's a lot that goes on here, yes. We do
So
a lot of stride. We dance twice.
I must.
Movements have to be, like, units have to be in exact spots to get where you need them to. It's kind of insane.
So from an outsider's perspective, how active and involved are the leaderboards and runs with Fire Emblem this specific game? I would say, or as
They are really not very active, like at all. It's kind of crazy because this was like a huge game,
It was a huge game.
and it's pretty short too.
It is.
I
A very
I
short
would,
one.
I would definitely recommend this game.
100%.
It can be a little bit challenging because there's a lot to know and a lot to do, but
Yeah, it might
I
just
think
be
it's worth
daunting.
it.
Thanks, I'm your girl.
Honestly, I like the New Game Plus better for
Yeah.
a beginner route because it's much less
What's my strategy?
grinding. Well, you have to grind throughout the to get what you need,
Much needed.
but by the same token, you don't have to deal with remembering what units have to hit what levels in certain stats or whatever at different points. It's insane. Like, New Game is... There's a lot that goes on.
Yeah. This one
but
is a
if we
lot
were
simpler.
to incentivize persons to join the community, is there like a Discord or anything like that?
Yeah,
Is
it-
join?
there is a Fire Emblem Discord if Razor you want to get it.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
grab that real
There
quick.
is one.
Yeah,
It
and feel free
actually-
to DM me on Discord if you want me to post
Yeah.
it. But otherwise,
Yeah, there's all of the games are actually all in there. So if you want to run any of them, they're there. People are there to help you.
Lots of Fire
I
Emblem
can
games.
either DM you in Discord or I can post that in chat.
I will admit I don't know if there are limitations in chat. So if you want to try, go ahead. If it doesn't work, feel free
If
to
it doesn't
DM
work,
me.
I'll just DM you.
Yeah. Nice little game of telephone.
Nope,
yeah.
instantly denied.
Nope.
Rip.
Failed spectacularly. But hey, I can copy paste because I know how technology works. There you go, people. Fire Emblem
Easy.
Discord if you'd like to join and try your own runs.
Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that...
Yeah, there's a ton of really good runners
there are.
in the Fire Emblem community. So if you need to know
And that
something,
is
they
what actually
got you.
gets you into all of the Fire Emblem games,
Mhm.
including
They're
the
all
one
there.
prior, actually.
Hopefully this. Always some.
Yeah, New Game
This
is actually
chapter
a lot
is-
heavier run game. New Game Plus, not quite so much.
Yeah.
As much as I'd love to see New Game Plus run more.
Yeah, I'm sure the most popular is Crimson Flower New Game.
100% it
'Cause
is.
it's the shortest and everyone loves Edelgard, so there you go.
Hey, it's the best route. It's the
If you
best
say
route.
so.
I did start with Black Eagle, so I might be
Oops.
a little bit biased there. But I love all three. Mine is Church Route. Church Route sucked.
Church route is if you really like listening to Seth talk about politics.
Very true. Otherwise, any of the routes are fantastic.
Yeah, this game really excels in like story, and just the voice acting is really really incredible.
They
It
got
is.
some really good people to voice act this game. It's pretty insane.
They did.
Uh-huh.
And then the character development was unreal. Like, they developed all of these characters from start to finish extremely well.
Is that the one? Is that the Thanks a bunch.
So, shield there. Why did you get the shield?
Wow. We're mainly gonna use it later, and since we're already menuing, we may as well get it then.
My orders.
Later on, if Seth dies, we're kinda screwed, so we wanna try to prevent that.
I'm your girl.
So shield helps with that.
Much needed.
I'll comply.
We need him.
Wasn't that you who figured that out?
Yeah. I mean, it was just
What's
like,
my
how do
strategy?
we keep this
How do
man
we
from dying?
stop Seth from
So
dying all the
I
time?
just did everything I could think of.
Guide me well.
Yeah, for a while, we got stuck at a point where he kept dying, and we're like, we can't have this.
Yeah, because on the chapter right before the end, the second and last chapter, it used to be really, really bad. And I was kind of tired of my runs dying. Like, an hour and 15 in, or whatever.
Retreat. Aye.
But there's a fix now, so we're good. I'm sure it
So there
won't
goes
work now that I
Ferdinand.
said that.
I need to
Yeah,
still listening.
here's Lawrence we're talking about earlier.
Yeah. There's actually one of the few maps in this route where you actually have to do something that's not just kill one boss enemy and that's it. You have to kill multiple commanders.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's why we use Sedith over there to kill Acheron, who is kind of irrelevant, but he's there.
He's a
Mr.
dude with a
Irrelevant
mustache.
and really annoying. Ugh. Play through the game, you'll understand what I mean. Especially if you play through the Golden Deer. He gets really involved throughout that route.
Yeah, I mean, like, he looks like an American politician from the 1700s, so, I mean, obviously he's gonna have to be like this evil,
He
awful
kinda
dude.
does, doesn't he?
Stupid.
Alright. I need to figure out how to do these calendars better. I really like this next battle, actually. It's just really cool. It's on the same map as where we were before for Chapter 7. The other mock battle that wasn't the first one. Except this time it's not a mock battle anymore.
No, this is the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
Although this time, instead of taking like 10 turns to beat it and just destroy everything, it's simply take care of 2 bosses and it's done.
Yeah. It's a lot nicer.
A lot nicer and a lot faster.
Mm-hmm. And we're actually going to use another one of those auto battle things, except we're not even battling, so I don't know why it's called that, but you'll see I'm going to move the units around so that when I use Unite, they will be in the order that I want them to be. I did not mean to do that. Hi, Anna.
Come back.
Hey.
Right. There we go. Yeah.
Onward. What's my strategy?
I'll comply.
I also love the music background to this fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was like thinking about that. It's just really good. This game
The
has
entire music
incredible
album to this
music.
game is insane.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy how, like, the first version of this map, like, in the pre-time skip, has its own song, and then this map also has its own song, but it's just like a, oh my god, everyone's gonna die version. It's just an upgrade.
Let's make this quick.
And the strength.
Not bad.
I don't need
Gosh, the dialogue. It is very morbid.
Right?
Our friend Dimitri here isn't doing so good.
He's got a rock in his shoe, he'll be okay.
Something like that.
This next battle is very easy, which is nice. Because that one's pretty complicated, the last one.
It is. Dimitri does a lot of growing up over the post-time skip.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's like, this is it's my favorite.
He
I
like
don't
grows
blame
4 inches or something. It's kind of crazy. It's like how much you from like 17 to 22, 4 inches, bro. What? What was in your body that like wasn't coming out yet? Jeez.
I think he starts at 17, right? And
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can have a growth spurgeon.
If you
probably
find that
common.
out, you tell me. Okay. Side comment.
I wouldn't mind a couple extra inches.
Very pertinent information.
There is
Well, we're
always some.
Alright, let's take care of Cornelia here. She's just like a cartoon villain. We
Yeah.
see her like for a chapter or two, and then
Right.
that's it.
You don't see her very much.
No.
The game's
It's
kind of
good,
just like
'cause I don't
here,
like her.
here's this person, and like now hate them, and it's like oh okay. I guess.
I would have liked them bringing her in a little bit more, or at least explaining more of why.
My orders.
I'm great.
Leave it to me.
Let's make this quick.
And it's that easy.
Yep. A lot of these maps are going to be pretty much like that the rest of this route.
Mhm.
Exception being the very last one. The only other
No,
fight
it's
outside the last one that can give a little bit of trouble is the second to the last one.
Yeah. It's very great, you just have the hardest maps at the end where your run just
Right.
ends. I mean, it
So
makes
fun.
sense, but also it kind of sucks.
It does. But at the same time, it's very consistent overall.
Yeah. My PB lost like a good bit. I think last map, which sucks, but it's okay.
That's not surprising. The
It's
last
time
map,
save.
it is time save.
Yeah,
It's just hard to
that's
get a
how I like
perfect
to look
last
at it.
map.
That's why I feel better about my runs. I'm like, oh, this sucked, but it's time save for next time.
I must ask.
And then it just happens again.
So we're about an hour and 15 in. How much time do you believe we have left? Just to get a
Not
generic.
a lot, actually.
No, not long at all, actually.
No, so this has gone well. Good.
Yeah, we're good. I'm
these
6
last
minutes
chapters
behind
zoom by.
my PB, which is a 121. So like we're good. It should end at like 130 maybe. So like 15 minutes.
Oh, great. Well, in that case, do you have time to plug the charity into the things?
Ew.
Awesome. Well, to everybody in the chat, this speedrun marathon is here to support RAD, aka Rise Above the Disorder. It's a nonprofit dedicated to battling the two greatest barriers to mental health care, access and affordability. And so to accomplish this mission, RAD needs to provide a universal health care system to provide for people around the world and make sure they can afford mental health care that they need. So any donation going towards that is 100% going towards the charity. And you know what? You are RAD by helping us support that. So we really appreciate that. And thanks, Greta and our two commentators, for really, providing content to help us support that.
Yeah, this one's pretty important to me just because I feel like a lot of us, especially recently, have had a lot of problems, and it's good to be able to help people who need it.
Yeah.
So definitely get donations in if you can, because it'll go
100%.
to helping people more than you
What's
realize.
my strategy?
Like, at one point or another, mental health will affect all of us. It's life. There's not really a way around that, unfortunately.
This Let's make this quick.
Leave it to me.
Alright, let me not mess this up. I might have messed it up. This should be fine. Let me see. Can I reach? Please say this.
You should be able to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill. My strength is not high enough. One moment. Oh, wow, okay. That's
you
like
got
really
crit.
low. Okay,
Oh,
that's
Leave it to
fine.
me.
Everything
Guide me
is
well.
a-okay. Because there is a backup.
That's helpful.
just move one tile further up, and now you can go right to him and just use an axe. And say goodbye.
Yeah, you need 42 strength for that. Usually you have it, but that time I didn't, and I forgot to look, so that's okay though. It's a good thing we have Divine Pulse.
This is true.
And I asked this for the... Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I asked this for the last run as well, but so I believe Awakening had about 23 chapters in it. Is that the
25,
normal?
I think.
25. Okay, I digress. Is that a normal amount for Fire Emblem chapters, or is it kind of
Yeah, so on average
heavily
it's like
buried?
25-ish. Yeah, around there, like, because Awakening itself is like its sole game, but for this game specifically, it's 3 or I guess 4 different routes. So the game is not actually that long in terms of the amount of chapters, especially for one of them, because for Crimson Flower, you only have like 17 or 18 chapters. This one, it's like 21 or 22 or something.
22.
Yeah, 22. It
And
is
then it's
22
longer
for
on
this,
the Golden Deer.
22 for Golden Deer, 21 for Church, and 19 for Crimson Flower?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Wait, is Golden Deer really only 22?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same as
That seems
this.
about right? Seems good to me.
For whatever reason, I thought that was like 23 or 24.
No.
I've never
Mostly
played a
because they
Fire
have
Emblem,
couple
so all of
extra-
you argue over it and fight for the best number, I guess.
My number will prevail.
I know
I can
I'm right.
count, I swear.
I've not played Golden Deer in ages, to be fair.
Same, but just blind faith.
It's
Sorry.
most definitely 22.
Greta's the runner, so
I will
both
trust
right.
You're both wrong.
That's
I'm
right.
sorry at this point. So,
But I said 22 because Greta said so. I was piggybacking. Okay. Piggybacking.
This sounds like you're just kind of, trying to use somebody else's knowledge. But okay, I'm gonna digress. All right, I'm gonna digress.
Backseat counting.
I don't blame him for doing so. To be fair.
We don't support backseating here, but whatever fits you, it's okay.
Totally trying to cramp my style.
That's helpful.
I'm your girl.
Quite helpful.
Onward. Ah, that helps. Let's make this
So we
quick.
use 2 strides here, because the one stride doesn't hit Seth, and we need him to be able to move further.
What's my strategy?
Yeah, this is another one of those like chain type things.
Yep.
Apologies.
We kill the one enemy to clear room for Dimitri to come in. And then Dimitri's just going to go down and take out the Death Knight. AKA Eureka.
Only
All right, we're getting down to the end here almost.
Yup.
your
It's
There's
kind of
only
it's
2 more
really
maps
crazy how if you were playing this casually, it'd probably take like 60, 70 hours. Here we're just flying through like an hour and a half.
left. Yeah. A
'Cause
lot of
a
this
ton of
game
this
is
game is just cutscenes.
cutscenes. A lot of the casual game is spent exploring the monastery
Mm-hmm.
and different supports and everything else. And a lot of the mock battles or just practice battles throughout. We just skip all of that and just go straight to the main fight, kill it really fast, and move on.
Mm-hmm.
professor.
Yeah, the history of this chapter here is an interesting one. So
This one gave us a bit of
basically,
trouble to start.
yeah, basically Sedith needs to live, but we're also about to use him and like throw him right into the middle. And it used to be really, really bad because he would just always die. But luckily, there is a DLC battalion that gives you, I think, +6 defense. And then we add that on with also rallying, so we're up to +10 instead of we would have been at +4. So he can still die, and hopefully he won't. But it's a lot better.
A lot better.
Thankfully.
Props to you for figuring that one out.
Yeah, the story is I scrolled through my battalions. It wasn't actually that exciting.
And that's a lot of a lot of different strats throughout most any speedrun is sheer happenstance. Really.
Right.
Yeah, do you think the guy who found backwards long jump meant to do that? Like, no way. He was just like, yeah, let's like funny jump back on stair. Like that's all he did. Probably. It's like, oh, okay.
That's the thing. Okay, that's fast. Let's do that.
Onward. Thank you. I'm your girl.
Apologies.
Let's make this quick.
Appreciate it. My orders. Apologies.
So this is another
What's
one of
my
those
strategy?
instances where if I move poorly, I'm not going to be able to move over here. And that is a problem, so definitely don't want to do that.
Guide me well.
I'm grateful.
I probably should have moved initially, but I'll probably be okay, hopefully, maybe. Yeah, he's fine.
Yep.
Everything's fine.
Alright, Hugh, be kind.
I'm nervous about this one. Oh, okay, we're good. Yeah, so Gebert is actually standing on a tile that gives him extra avoid.
A
So,
lot of extra avoid.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is not good.
Yeah, that's the one thing that we can't change here because it gets an extra 40 avoidance and makes hitting him a lot harder.
Now we're gonna get thrown right into the last battle here. Against, I don't know how to say that, Hagship,
Over the hedge,
Pokemon.
Edelgard.
It's a weird mutation Edelgard. Because we couldn't just fight normal Edelgard, it had to be special, so. I don't know, what's the story on that thing? She, like, sacrifices her power or something. I don't know.
She's like,
Remember?
her I can't lose to main character Kun must become stronger. And then that happened. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I mean, you could be on Edelgard's route, and then you deal with Rhea,
True.
and that fight's hard. Ugh.
There is a lot to do here, and I am scared of messing something up. Alright. What am I doing? Okay. Let us get rid of this. Get rid of this. Actually gonna give this to Dimitri. And we're going to buy an elixir for Bartlett, just so we can be safe. Because, as you can see, it heals 99 HP, so...
There's a bunch.
Oh,
Yup.
we also did this, too.
And we do use them.
Yeah.
But this
Also,
here, this
this
is the
is
one map
very
where we
good
don't
theme.
care if anybody else dies.
Leave it to me.
Enjoy the music.
Let's make this. What's my
Guide me well.
Am I, wait, what? I think I'm okay. I'm just, wait, what? I'm confused. It should be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine.
It should be.
I just
The
got
Greta inner
confused
monologue.
by the tile.
Thanks for that. My orders.
Okay, this is fine.
I'm your girl.
Alright, Greta, question then. What's your favorite song in this game?
Oh, gosh.
Hmm.
Probably Chasing Daybreak,
Quite helpful.
or this one.
With your voice.
Honestly, I'd have to agree.
Yeah, it's just really good. All the songs in this game are so good. But
They
especially
really
those two.
are. Alright, last time of using Warp, because it's broken.
As always.
Lysithia, you're amazing. Rest in peace.
Yeah, as you can see, everybody's just standing around a bunch of really strong enemies and stuff, and yeah, they're gonna stay there. They're not gonna make it home, unfortunately. So,
It's so sad. We carry them through the entire game, and then they have to die at the very end.
So, deathless speedruns win.
Uh,
No unit can die. That would be so hard.
I'm grateful.
That's more just a challenge run.
Counterpoint: hitless speedruns. Yeah, I'm kidding.
Pokemon, but you don't get hit.
Just be like a Souls game. Just be like a Souls game. Just be, you know, a no-hit runner for a Souls game. Or Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's cool.
Yeah, I don't know that hitless would work very well.
My bad joke is done.
Alright,
That would be interesting if you could get it to work, but
this.
that would be so hard.
I am frightened. Please don't die. My axe is broken. Okay, you're not dead.
You're not using the Brave on her?
No. I will now. It's just that it always misses when I use it.
That's fair.
Don't die, please, don't die, please, don't die, please. Okay.
The plus side of the Brave is it allows you to hit twice before they even hit.
Don't miss, please. Okay. We have won. Time is gonna end on the fade to black right here in a second. Right about there.
And GG.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's 3 houses. Blue lions specifically.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that great run. Glad we were able to get under estimate there by a solid 10 minutes to make up some time. But
Yeah.
Make up some
You
time
guys,
indeed.
you
Make
guys
up
have to
some
go to
time
sleep.
indeed.
yeah, or sit for another 30 minutes. It's a Saturday night and I don't know what to do with my life. But I digress. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. This has been the Team Velocity stream. I am your host, FoxyZilla54. This is actually the last time I'll be hosting at this point. So, Greta commentators, if there's anything that any of you wish to kind of exposition on, feel free, and we can go to intermission and end for the evening. But really appreciate it. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you. Okay, what do I want to do? Thank you, Razor and Sean, for being here. And thank you to anyone who watched and who donated. Like I said, this is a really important cause, because pretty much all of us deal with it at some point. So definitely, if you can, anything helps. And I'm sure someone out there will really, really appreciate it. And if not, I appreciate it for them.
Likewise.
And I said it better myself.
Really couldn't. No, thank you, Greta, for having us. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I love
This
this
game is
game.
fantastic, and I would recommend it to anybody.
Yeah, so thank you.